is about to start. 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go until draft time. This is the CALX network. I'm Chris Leslie. Just give you an idea of where things sit and where things stand for Football Mania. The first pick in the draft is no such thing as second place. That's our defending champion, the Tommy Lee of Bothell. He's actually won our league last year, and he will be picking first. It'll be interesting to see who he selects. And then, second pick is I Got Cheated, which is Little Barnhart, who made the playoffs last year, but lost in the first round. And then the third pick is the Frisco Ballers, which I think he always starts his season named that. That's Tom Cushman. He starts it off with the Frisco Ballers, and then usually by like week 2, he changes his name to F You Guys, I Quit. He's number 3, and then I am number 4, which is the 700 Club, because I'm going to win $700, which is the prize. Let's see here. And then the Dumpster Divers was on a 2-time defending champion streak. They're actually 5th. Then we have who's 6th? Nick Barnhart, who actually was 2nd place in the championship. He was 6th pick. And then Linwood Silicone Pillows for Chris Stalker. He is the 7th pick. The 8th pick is Team Leggins, Andrew Arms. And Silver Bullets, who is owned by our commissioner, which he actually made the playoffs but lost in the first round as well. He's the 9th pick, and then 2 Mannings, 1 Cup, which is Jack Anthony. He's the 10th pick. So those are the picks for you. We've got about 8 minutes until draft time. I'm going to get some last-minute preparations ready for this year's draft, and we will be with you in just a moment.
Right now, monthly payments are as low as $39,
yes.
And you'll receive instant proof of insurance.
There, I have this cheat sheet up that's going to help me with my picks. At the 4th pick, I'm not really thrilled about that position, but I should end up with at least one really good player with that pick, so I'll be right back. Let me get this draft screen up, too, so that we can...
Try the new Southwest Flavors 2 for $20 menu all season long. See you tomorrow. And in part by Frostproof Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. And Nissan, premier partner of the Heisman Trophy.
Well, things move fast in downtown Nashville. I'm not sure it's moving any faster than it is in the Vanderbilt band section, the entire student section alive as the Commodores, with an opportunity to knock off a top 10 team in South Carolina, has the lead by 4 in the ball back inside their own 15-yard line, and they'll try to ground and pound. And Marcus Lattimore picks up about 11 on first down to move the sticks for the Gamecocks.
Connor Shaw had such a great drive last possession, and I really think Connor Shaw is a more confident quarterback this year because he knows this is his team, and it wasn't always that way. Up until midway through last season, oftentimes he was looking over his shoulder when he got his playing opportunities at Steven Garcia. He pressed, made mistakes. But when Steven Garcia got dismissed from last year's team, he just took ownership and ran with the ball. 7-1 as a starter down the stretch. This year, there's no question, he's the man.
Lattimore picks up a couple on first down. It'll be 2nd and long.
And we wondered how much they would ride Marcus Lattimore, how much they'd give him the football. It's getting crunch time. What time do you think it is now?
You're just riding right now.
Absolutely, 100%. Now Connor Shaw, obviously, you know, he's still spreading the field and giving you room to run after the last run he set up down to the 1-yard line. But yeah, 2-1, he's pretty solid. I like my chances with him.
And you saw after the last hit that Shaw took close to the goal line. I don't know how that shoulder feels that he injured in the first half. Lattimore, meanwhile, closing in on 100 yards. He has 83 right now. Marcus into the open field. He's got a whole bunch more. Lattimore up around 100 yards, may have eclipsed it. He did with a 23-yard run in less than a year removed from knee surgery. Marcus Lattimore returns with a splash and a 100-yard night.
Steve Spurrier's made some great adjustments in this game. One of them has been at left tackle. Brandon Shell, the freshman, is now out of the lineup. They've moved their right tackle, Mike Matulis, to the left side. He's working in tandem on this play with the tight ends to steal the edge. There was a lot of early pressure in this game on Connor Shaw and the quarterbacks coming off the edge. It's been a lot better. Give Steve Spurrier and this coaching staff credit for making the in-game adjustments.
Back to the workhorse. This time, nothing. Walker made. Franklin also in on the stop. Larry Franklin. The stop. If anything, Lattimore lost a half yard, maybe a full yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 as we wind under 8 minutes to play. Steve Spurrier. You see there is Brandon Shell, a highly talented freshman. Played a little last year before injuring his shoulder. Ended up taking a redshirt year because he was hurt early in the season and couldn't return. It was his first start tonight. Freshman Mike Davis in the backfield now. Shaw rolling. Running with it. Connor Shaw takes a hit. Let's see where they mark it down. He's very close to the first down.
Run it any way you can. Run it any way you can. We talked about the creativity with play calling. Not just with Connor Shaw running the football. We've seen Strickland come in the game. Potentially Bruce Ellington and Wildcat. They've had different backs in the backfield. That was a design run all the way. And another giant shot. I'll tell you what, that does not feel good landing square on your back. Every time he hits the turf, he's peeling himself off the ground, trying to gut it out, get a win for his team.
85 yards rushing for Shaw and Seth Strickland, the veteran backup in the game of quarterback. Low snap. Davis has it, the freshman. His first carry, James Davis' brother. We got a lot of brother connections in this game. The former Clemson running back, brother going to South Carolina, appeared to be targeted for a redshirt year. They had some injuries in the backfield, notably to Brandon Shaw. Getting a carry in crunch time.
Guys, just watching this game, I'm in shock. I give Steve Spurrier credit for putting his ego aside. He wants to throw the football, but he's doing what it takes to win games. This does not look anything like the offense I played in back in Gainesville under the head ball coach. But last 2 years, play good defense, run the football. You got a chance to win a lot of games. You got a chance to win your conference. He's figured that out. You're seeing it tonight. It's not pretty, but it's effective.
As the whistle sounds. You mean to tell me that you played in Florida, you never had a 41 run to 13 pass ratio?
11 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still sang it out.
Well, some game management issues for the little used Seth Strickland. We saw that with Dylan Thompson when he was in a quarterback too, letting the play clock get deep. It winds again as we go inside 6 minutes. South Carolina looking at a 2nd and 11 and time running short for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has to get the ball back. Cannot allow a touchdown.
That's the impressive thing about this drive, guys. Not only are they running the football and running it efficiently, but they're bleeding the clock, suffocating Vanderbilt's chances of coming back and winning this game.
Strickland's going to throw it. He does over the middle, and Lattimore takes a big hit from Archibald Barnes, and the ball came loose. They're calling it an incomplete pass. There are flags down on the play. Again, as Lattimore had his headgear knocked off. Lattimore headed to the sideline. Let's see what the flag's about. Now it's a hold. Matulis was called for the hold, the guy that Jesse just talked about moving to left tackle. And also, of note,
1 minute and 7 seconds left to go. Shit.
He's got to go out for a play. The good news, you see Matulis here on the back, trying to protect quarterback's backside. But Kenny Miles now in place of Marcus Lattimore.
3rd and 11 rather than 2nd and 21. I would think that that's a nod probably to the clock, which continues to
37 seconds.
Good decision here by the quarterback checking it down. That is a massive clean shot on Marcus Lattimore.
Archibald Barnes talks about he talked about this yesterday. You got to bring it. You got to hit him and hit him hard. And definitely brought the wood.
Barnes being counted on as one of the leaders. He delivered a big hit there. Play clock again inside 5. Another hole if they wanted to call it on the two as Shaw throws it back into the middle of the field, and it'll be enough for a first down, making the catch.
Alright, that sound means it's time for the draft. And
it's a result of the officials
alright.
being able to communicate very quickly. I talked earlier in the game about the communication system. Yes.
Alright, so we fired off our first little bit of smack.
I think the ground helps him make that catch.
There you go.
That's the right call. Incomplete.
Huh.
Tremendous job again by Connor Shaw. Buying time. He wasn't throwing at a great time in the first half, but he's done a good job buying time, keeping his focus downfield.
I might need to put in the tripod. Hold on.
And he had plenty of room to run. But it's the right decision because he wasn't going to get the first down.
He's got 1 minute and 12, so a lot of time between picks. This draft could take a while.
Unless they're willing to take the penalty.
Alright,
I think if you're South Carolina,
put this right here. See how that goes.
Let me be clear up there was a play is under review to see if Sanders
Alright, is this going?
cause of
Yeah, it looks good.
didn't hear Matt Austin.
See, you can see me.
There's going to be no delay in penalty.
Oh, perfect. I can be seen from all angles now.
Last year, Vanderbilt
But I don't
was
like
competitive with everybody they played down the stretch. But
Okay, 30 seconds left. Who is he going to take?
and you see Connor Shaw make another pass, they're going to review it again. But this is where
Hurry
Vanderbilt
up.
had to step up and make
Hurry
plays.
up.
And they had to find a way to win close
Hurry
games.
up.
They couldn't do it against Arkansas. They couldn't do it a number of times. This is what James
God
Franklin's
damn
talking
it.
about all
I don't
offseason.
got all that.
They got the ball. They're going to get the ball back right here. You got 5 minutes left. They've got to find a way to finish games late.
How about this? To your point, David, 4 of Vanderbilt's losses last year by a grand total of 19 points.
Yeah.
4 of South Carolina's wins.
Arian Foster. Very predictable.
One team wins close games.
Alright.
11.
So he starts off with the #1 ranked fantasy player in all of the draft, and that's Arian Foster. Can't really argue with that pick. It wasn't really somebody I had my heart set on. Now it's time for I got cheated to pick. Who did he pick? Ray Rice. Okay. So far so good. Now let's see who fucking Frisco Ballers picks. Fuck me. That fucking son of a bitch. That fucking sucks.
Well, the replay officials, in my judgment, very solid tonight.
He just took Tom Brady. Or I'm sorry, he just took
SEC supervisor Steve Shaw said not a good enough.
he just took Aaron Rodgers. So I'm gonna probably have to just fucking take Tom Brady.
And on this touchback, Vanderbilt will put it in play the 20-yard line.
Fuck.
Jordan Rodgers on his birthday. Can he lead his team to victory late?
The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series presented by Pennzoil, Sunday at 6:30 on ESPN. Wouldn't it be cool?
I'm just gonna be an asshole and just fucking take my sweet fucking time.
Everything in it. Gave it greater horsepower and best-in-class 38 mpg highway, advanced headlights, and zero-gravity seats. Yeah, what deeper? Introducing the completely reimagined Nissan Altima. It's our most innovative Altima ever. Nissan, innovation that excites. When the cops are the criminals, 3 brothers take the law into their own.
Okay, so 4th pick of Tom Brady. Gotta pick Tom Brady.
Ruthless. Fuckers. Rated R. Rogers satisfies. Monday Night Football kicks off September 10th with a pair of AFC divisional battles between playoff contenders. First, Andy Dalton and the Bengals square off against Ray Lewis and the Ravens. Then, the Chargers take on the Raiders. Countdown gets it started at 5 Eastern, followed by a Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bengals Ravens at 7, Chargers Raiders at 10:15. It all comes down to Monday night.
Throughout the year, we hope that you will vote for the AT&T All-American Player of the Week. Last year, the winner was Robert Griffin III, won the Heisman Trophy, won the Player of the Year. Of course, was drafted #2 overall by the Washington Redskins. To participate throughout the year couldn't be easier. Just text your vote to 34763.
Flacco.
College football prime time served by Applebee's as part of Dick's Sporting Goods kickoff week. South Carolina clinging to a 4-point lead. 5:08 to play here in Nashville. Vanderbilt has the ball back. Jordan Rogers at the helm trying to lead his team to an upset over a top 10 team. Rogers to Krause. Krause falls down and loses a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. As soon as we finish here at Nashville, Riley Nelson took over the starting quarterback from Brigham Young last year, but 7-1 down the gut. He'll lead the Cougars against Wazoo. In view of Mike Leach, high-flying passing attack that he's taken to the Palouse, playing at Provo tonight. What a way to start the season. We're anchoring down here in Nashville, and then we'll take you out to Provo to see the football fly around a little bit with the old pirate calling ball plays again. Now 2nd down for Jordan Rogers. Rogers in a world of trouble, but he gets away. Now he's got a little running room and a good block by the official on Shaq Wilson. Rogers dances out of bounds and he picks up the 1st down.
If you're South Carolina's defense right now, and you're going to allow Jordan Rogers to beat you tonight, he better do it from the pocket. You've said it time and time again. You cannot let him get outside. David Clowney over-pursues the play from the backside, loses his contain, and that's a mistake from the true sophomore.
Well, the umpire in here got a good block. That's Wilbur Hackett Jr. Wilbur gets involved in some collisions every now and then. Jordan might have beaten Shaq Wilson in the corner anyway, and Zach Stacy carries it inside 4 minutes to go. Stacy's had a decent night, not the spectacular type of night he was hoping for. Averaging nearly 4 yards per carry. Tough, hard-nosed senior from Centerville, Alabama. 2nd and 8.
Vanderbilt's going to win the game. 3 guys to get touch the football. Jordan Rogers, Zach Stacy, Jordan Matthews, and that's it. Your best playmakers give you the best chance to win this game.
Play action. Rogers sacked. Chaz Sutton, another one of the defensive ends for South Carolina. We've talked a lot about.
All right, so I'm a little slacking on the draft, but so far, Aaron Foster, Ray Rice, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, and LaShawn McCoy. First 6 picks. We're waiting on Team Silicone Pillows.
Guys, Vanderbilt has all 3 timeouts left. With the clock winding down. Low.
Legs.
4-down territory, deep in your own end. Krause, complete, will be well short of the 1st down. Jimmy Legree on the stop. Now 4th down. And Franklin waving to his offense, saying stay out there with under 2.5 minutes to play.
Because I don't think he thinks his defense can stop the rushing attack right now, South Carolina, if they have to take the field.
And you know what? You're in the same situation either way.
Yeah, and JD.
You have your timeout to be calling on this end of the field as well. But it would behoove the Commodores if they want to win the game to pick up 7 yards here on 4th down.
Jordan Matthews in the slot. That's got to be the go-to guy. Work the middle of the field. He's going to get press man coverage because they're bringing pressure.
And here comes the pressure. Rogers hit as he throws. Throws it up for Matthews. Can he make a play? No! And out of the hands of their best wide receiver with DJ Schweringer on him. And the Gamecock defense rises up again.
First of all, great job by Jordan Rogers.
All right, so Maurice Jones-Drew is the 7th pick.
But DJ Swears are doing a great job staying in his hip pocket. And look at, ooh.
Tug on the arm.
That would be the definition of pass interference. You thought he may have held it long enough, but you can't reach out.
Wow,
Yeah.
Remember, you can face guard in college, but you cannot reach out and grab an arm. That is blatant pass interference.
Guys, and if they make that call, Vanderbilt
Team Leggins. I would pick Calvin Johnson right now, to be honest with you.
Looking at the line judge, he was grabbing his arm.
James is right.
Oh.
Vanderbilt has been frustrated over the years.
No one's taken Calvin Johnson yet, not in the first 7 picks. That's fucking amazing.
Tough break for the Doors. They'll have to use their timeouts now. Marcus Lattimore knocked down after a short game. They'll try to get it back for one last ditch effort. Vandy uses his first timeout in the second half.
MJD is the 7th pick.
Hang on, James Franklin's team hoping to get it back one more time.
Wouldn't it be cool if we took the Nissan Altima and reimagined nearly everything in it?
Someone's got this shit on auto draft, don't they?
Best in class 38 MPG highway. Advanced
Calvin Johnson.
zero gravity
Calvin Johnson goes to Team Leggins at the 8th spot.
would be cool.
So now the silver bullets are on the clock. See what they do.
Reimagined Nissan Altima. It's our most innovative Altima ever. Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Oh, man. Alright.
How'd it go?
So, let's get it on the Seahawks game while we're at it.
What if you had thermal night vision goggles, like in a special ops mission? You'd spot movement, gather intelligence with minimal collateral damage. But rather than neutralizing enemies in their sleep, you'd be targeting stocks to trade. Well, that's what trade architects heat maps do. They make you a trading assassin.
Who? What?
Trade architects.
Seriously?
Ameritrade's empowering web-based trading platform. Trade commission-free for 60 days, and we'll throw in
Drew
up to
Brees and
$600
followed by
in
Eli Manning.
At MOV, we believe it's smarter to change your oil than change your car. We believe in friends that go the extra mile, engines that go the extra years. We believe your engine should last till this little one has little ones of her own. That's why we created Mobile Super, tested and proven to help reduce wear, prevent sludge, and extend the life of your engine for the long, long run. Mobile Super for long engine life.
Marshawn Lynch.
There's Washington State's Jeff Kuhl, an honorable mention all Pac-12.
So Eli Manning and Marshawn Lynch. Jimmy Graham.
Pitch that magic beam around the yard against BYU. That is coming up next. College football prime time. Served by Applebee's, part of Nick's Sporting Goods kickoff week. We've had a dandy here in Nashville tonight. It's been a struggle times for both teams. South Carolina trying to hold on to the 4-point lead. $1:41 to go. Vanderbilt just called a timeout. Second and long. Commodores have a couple more timeouts. The Vanderbilt faithful bemoaning the lack of a pass interference call on the 4th down play a few moments ago, but perhaps one more opportunity for the Doors if they can stop South Carolina from moving the chains. Marcus Lattimore over 100 yards tonight. His first game back after a knee injury.
Alright, I've got a player I really, really want with my next pick, but it's going to be a stretch.
And we're going to show you Connor Shaw and his ability with his feet to spread out a defense and really put him in compromising situations. If you start at the top of this, look at this. You got one guy.
Who's Team Leggins going to get?
He's got to cover him. Here. All right, now you look, the center's going to release up, and then Lattimore releases here. So the closest unblocked defender is 25 yards down the field, and when you run the play, you can see it unfold. Look at this.
Oh, yeah,
So
Seahawks
opens
game.
up, everybody's got a man, and because you're running with the quarterback, you pick up an extra blocker, and Connor Shaw does a good job getting it down to the 1-yard line, and they punch it in a couple plays later.
We know Vanderbilt got put in a compromising situation on that play because they had to play man-to-man coverage. Not something you want to do against a running quarterback like Connor Shaw, because a lot of defenders get their backs turned to the football and they can't see where he's.
Ooh, one more guy before me. This motherfucker.
Still run into problems. Namely, other humans. Which is why at Liberty Mutual Insurance, auto policies come with new car repair.
This guy better not fucking take the guy I'm trying to get here.
See what else comes standard at libertymutual.com. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy? Wouldn't it be cool if we took the Nissan Altima and reimagined nearly everything in it? Gave it greater horsepower and best-in-class 38 mpg highway, advanced headlights, and zero-gravity seats. Yeah, that would be cool. Introducing the completely reimagined Nissan Altima. It's our most innovative Altima ever. Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Brian, you fucking asshole. Do not cock block me here.
I'm thinking sweet, and I'm thinking you. I'm thinking all these brilliant colors shining through. I'm thinking sunshine. I'm thinking sunshine. I'm thinking.
40 delicious flavors that feel as good as they taste. Yoplait, it is so good.
4 days only. Rich's biggest sale of the year. Huge savings on the Northwest's largest selection of fireplace inserts and stoves, including Avalon. Final clearance on Rich's patio furniture. Save up to 70% off. Hurry, sale ends Labor Day at Rich's.
Alright, we got Gronkowski with the second pick. That's nice. We got Brady and Gronkowski with our first two picks. Not fucking bad at all.
Introducing Mitt Romney, Florida Republican senator and touted by everyone as a future star of this party. Marco Rubio, 41-year-old father of...
They got it off. Quick run, Robert Turner inside the 5-yard line.
They were playing Georgia next week, I'd say they're in a lot of trouble.
They're going to start the SEC race 1-0 in the SEC.
All right, we got Gronk.
Tough schedule. They've got Northwestern next, and among their first 5 games, also Georgia and SEC newcomer Missouri. But the Gamecocks will start with a hard-fought and well-earned victory on the road as Steve Spurrier picks up victory number 198 of his glorious career, outlasting James Franklin and Vanderbilt by a final of 17-13. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Washington State and BYU coming up next. For Jesse, David, Samantha Steele, and our entire great Thursday night crew, great opener. Let's go, City Cougars and Cougars.
All right.
They are on the way, Reese. And fellas, Coach, I'll give you the first word here. You've been where Steve Spurrier is. You go on the road, you win a conference opener on the road. They don't hang any pictures, right? You want to know, what's South Carolina feeling?
I said before the game, this would be a very difficult game for South Carolina. But they did win it, and congratulations. But it got to bother Steve Spurrier that he had a quarterback run the football and not throw it. He's winning with the running defense and not throwing the ball around like he really liked to do. But that's the mark of a great coach. He takes what he has and finds a way to win.
Bailey, what do you think?
I think it was a huge gut check for South Carolina. Going on the road, hostile environment. You had a Vanderbilt team coached by James Franklin that gave their best. This is a very much improved football team. And not only that, the way that they won the game, when you get your quarterback, Connor Shaw, hurt, it's almost like a Willis Reed atmosphere where he goes in the locker room, he's not going to come back. Then he comes back out and plays extremely well and leads you to victory from behind. Didn't have the big numbers, but it was a gut check game, and I thought it was impressive.
Brian,
Yeah, I think what I took away from this game is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a good football team, and Jordan Rogers is a good quarterback. Bob Shoot, their defensive coordinator, did a great job against this team from South Carolina. I think Vanderbilt's going to beat one of these teams in the SEC, Georgia, Florida, maybe one of them.
Had they punted on 4th and 13, they might have won this one.
And the folks in Nashville would be saying, where was the flag on that pass interference? Who knows what happens if they throw it? They didn't. South Carolina's 1-0. Let's get it out to Washington State.
You got Roddy White. Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Mike Leach, one of the most exciting offensive experts college football's ever seen, has arrived for his return to the game. Leach led Washington State's going to try to keep up with BU's gritty gamer. That guy right there, quarterback Riley Nelson. It's the second act for football's opening night. The winning tradition of BYU stoking the fire of passionate fans. ESPN College Football Prime Time, served by Applebee's, part of Dick's Sporting Goods Kickoff Week. From the Bell Edwards Stadium, BYU is on their way, and they want to prove they're ready for the next step. A 10-win team from a year ago, a group filled with veteran leadership. And it's Cougars versus Cougars. Washington State trying to change the course of their program, taking on BYU. And good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Matt Millen. We'll check in with Shannon Spake in just a little bit. Great to see the SEC start the college football
Great
season.
start. Wasn't that great with Lattimore at the end of the game? Lattimore was Lattimore when he needed to be. You gotta love it.
South Carolina gets the win. They had a
All right, so we got Gronk, Mike Wallace, and Tom Brady. Not bad.
And it means innovation.
Now we need a running back.
Offenses here, and that means the ball's going to be flying all over the place. But it's great to have Leach back, but he can't do it alone. He needs help, Joe.
He's got a quarterback named Jeff Tools, got 19 starts. How does he fit into Leach's system?
Very well. Here's why. He's experienced. He's a guy who's been there before. He can see the field. He can make good decisions. That's what Leach is going to have to count on tonight. Tool has to have a big night.
Coincidentally, by the way, Mike Leach, a BYU alumnus, so he returns here to Provo. 2 years away. Earlier, Shannon Spake caught up with him.
What do you anticipate the emotions will be like for you?
Well, he's rehearsed them quite a bit over the last couple months, and so I think they'll be similar to what they've always been. The first game, you know, you always want to come out well, and you know you're going to leave the first game with plenty to work on. But I think that, you know, we've had a good group. We've had
DeMarco Murray,
and we've
and then Adrian Peterson.
You know, had a good focus session here, so we just need to go out and play well, just make routine plays.
You said you have a good group. What are some things that you like about this group of guys that we'll see play out on the field tonight?
They work hard, they play together, and, you know, and I think they've developed well. We're a pretty young group, but we've gotten better and gotten a little better every day, so we just need to go out and make it happen today.
Of course, Mike Leach's decade in Lubbock, Texas was so impressive. 10 bowl games. That magical year in 08, remember they toppled Texas in dramatic fashion, earned so many accolades, challenging opposing defenses week after week. As for BYU, Matt, good football team. They want to be a great football team. When we met with head coach Rocco Mendenhall yesterday, he said we have to break through. Could they do it this year? Is it realistic that this could be the team?
Well, if they're going to, it's going to have to be, in his words, the right way to do it. And the right way to do it for Bronco Mendenhall is really kind of almost antithetical to Mike Leach. It's good defense. It's not making mistakes.
In this first quarter, Kurt Murphy along with Warren Moon, Seahawks and Raiders. Wrapping up the preseason here at Century Link. Each team has had the football once. Another team has scored. Stephen Hausker has the 52.
All right, this is kind of a boring broadcast, I must admit, but so far not doing too bad. Brady, Gronkowski, and Mike Wallace, our first 3 picks.
Good job on the Seattle defense, and eventually Jay Howard got in there and got a hand on the football.
Well, the Seahawks had pressure coming that time, and when Jay Howard did get the tip on the football, if this pass is
complete, the Raiders had a pretty good play call because it was the right type of play call against that defense. But as you can see, because the play was tipped, that kind of ruined the whole timing of the play, almost intercepted by a Seahawk.
Liner to pass again. Zipping that one right in the middle. Broken up. Incomplete. There's a late flag. Byron Maxwell going against Treviante Session. Session, the intended receiver. And it looked like Maxwell got there to swat it away, but the flag came from back behind the line of scrimmage.
It was a very late flag, too, especially if it was...
Who picked Frank Gore?
Defensive pass interference, number 32. Automatic first step is out of the foul.
Well, not only was it a bad call, but they got the wrong guy for the penalty. They called it on Jerron Johnson, and it was Byron Maxwell who actually broke that pass up. I think it's pretty good coverage.
Darren McFadden. The commissioner picks Darren McFadden.
Lose about a half yard on the play. Mike Morgan ran him out. Of course, Matt Bryant, the former Heisman Trophy winner, played under Pete Carroll at USC.
Yes, he did. That was Mike Morgan, another USC Trojan charge, chasing him on that play. And Mike Morgan showed great speed as Leonard was outside of him. A nice fake on the bootleg. But Mike Morgan really made some great makeup speed on that play. And Leonard ended up losing a yard on the play. I think he takes a sack on that play, doesn't he?
Yes, he should. Well, he should. Shotgun. Taiwan Jones makes the catch at the 40, doesn't get any more after the catch. Wrapped up almost immediately by Malcolm Smith. Well, these linebackers playing well so far this game.
Yeah, another USC Trojan, former USC Trojan, Malcolm Smith. Missed a lot of the...
Michael Turner, gone.
Another one of those guys that can just really run to the football. He does a good job of coverage right there on Jones. Jones catches the football but goes nowhere after the catch because of great pursuit by Malcolm Smith.
So it's 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun.
Fuck yeah.
Leonard pump fake. Throws it up. Right along the sideline, down to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the reception.
Come on, Leggins, pick somebody.
The Raiders are going to try and get up to the football quickly because here comes the challenge flag for Pete. And Pete actually got that challenge flag out in plenty of time.
Here goes Jerry Funk.
See, I think Brandon Carswell was bobbling that football as he went out of bounds. I don't think he had complete control of it with both feet in bounds. As you see him bobbling right there, he only got, I think, 1 foot down. The other foot came out of bounds before he had full possession of the football. So we'll see what the interpretation is by the official. But
Through on the field with a completed catch.
there's 1 foot, and the other one didn't come down when he had possession.
Oh, remember, it's catch and control. So another challenge, this time the Seahawks challenging the Raiders catch.
If you won the lottery, you could do this. Or you could do this.
Your first move doesn't happen on the field. It happens before your opponent even sees you. It can lead
Alright, come on, prick. Pick your fucking player.
Your first move can jeopardize everything you've worked for. Or fuel it. Your first move can set up your success before you've even played the game.
Carb Energy to fuel athletes. Gatorade Prime, part of the G Series.
CenturyLink high-speed internet is $19.95 a month for 5 years.
Really?
Really? It won't change for 5 years. There's no term commitment either. Can cable offer that?
5 years? I like that.
Call now and
Get up to 12 meg consistently fast CenturyLink high-speed internet for just $19.95 a month for 5 years when you bundle with unlimited nationwide calling. Guaranteed, no term commitment. So lock in your price with CenturyLink today. If you won the lottery, you could do this. Or you could do this. Let's go. We are the radical scientists. Flyers with the iron fist balance. Suspend the virus and get your back.
Seahawks and Raiders had more challenges than points so far in this game. Each team was challenged one time, the latest being whether or not this was a reception along the sideline.
Well, I think the question is going to be where the official thinks he actually had possession of the football, and when that possession, did he have 1 foot in bounds before he got that second foot in, or if he didn't think he had possession when that 1 foot was down, then he only had 1 foot in. So that's going to be the big question, where he thinks the possession actually was. Here he goes up for the catch. There's the bobble. It just depends on whether he thinks he had possession when that 1 foot was down. Right there. I'm not sure.
And remember, it was ruled a catch, so they have to see evidence to overturn it.
Right.
That it was not a catch, and this is going to be close. He's trying to find a way to say that it wasn't.
It's taking a while.
Yeah.
That's how unsure he is right now of that possession. Because a lot of times when it takes this long, you have a very difficult time of figuring that out, or they're looking to see where the ball is going to be placed back to and how much time they should put back on the clock.
Exactly.
As was the case of the Seahawks challenge.
Exactly. Well, so much has been made of the replacement officials, and of course tonight is their final preseason game. The league announced that they will officiate week 1 during the regular season, as the impasse with the old or regular guard is still there with the lockout in today. Here's a call from Jerry Funk. Looks like he's ready.
After further review, receiver Jack got control of the ball, but his right foot was in the air. It came down out of bounds, so the ruling's an incomplete pass.
And Leon Brooks, the return man, puts his heels on the 10-yard line. It's a line drive that Brooks fields at the 14. And he is darting ahead and gets to the edge. Look at Leon Brooks making the most of that return, and a flag is down at the 31.
How the heck did he get out of that initial cluster?
Riley Stevenson, the punter, ended up forcing him out, but was checked the flag.
During the return, illegal knock in the back, on the return G, number 25, 10-yard penalty, first down.
It was a 23-yard return by Brooks, but they will mark that ball back at the 20-yard line. So the senior from Fresno, California, Jeff Toole, comes out. Last year, injuries got the best of him. Actually missed the season opener against Idaho State, had stomach illness that week. Came back for 3 games and then suffered a broken collarbone. Carl Winston will start in the backfield with Toole. Quickly gets it out and completes the first pass of the Mike Leach era to Ricky Galvin. Getting the ball out quick is something we always saw at Texas Tech. And that won't change here with Washington State.
It's the hurry up, and they want to get the ball out of his hands quickly.
2nd and 6 now. A little tap pass to Galvin. We've seen that with Dana Holgorsen in West Virginia. Of course, Holgorsen learned his offensive game hanging out with Mike Leach. Tackled that time by Daniel Sorensen. Tavon Austin made a living off of that in the Orange Bowl last year. Third down and 5 here as they hurry up to the line. Carl Winston in back with Jeff Toole. Receivers spread 2 by 2 on 3rd and 5. Here's Toole.
Out of the backfield is Winston, and the extra effort has it right at the line to make. He was tackled initially by Brandon Ogletree before having his movement taken forward an extra yard.
Good effort. Good effort. Way to finish at the end. He knew he was going to have to run through some tacklers, and he did just that.
Watch the effort by Winston here.
That's really well done.
Winston started 7 games a year ago. 3 receivers to the near side. They like to flood those zones. They keep it on the ground here and just tripped up that time by Kyle Van Noy was Winston. He is the playmaker of that defense.
Yeah, that's the linebacker we were talking about as an impact player, and he does. He's got great awareness. He has some pass rushing skills, but you can see he's going to come around from the other side. Came on a stunt, was able to get there.
So Tom Brady, Fred Jackson, Mike Wallace, Steve Smith, and Rob Gronkowski. Not bad so far.
Gain of 1. BYU showing a little pressure off the edge. Let's see if they get after Jeff Toole. Winston picks it up downfield. Toole goes, and he has it complete. As that was Dominique Williams with a 20-yard reception. And out to midfield is Washington State.
Tess, let me tell you something. If they start getting protection like that, Toole will eat this defense alive.
No doubt about it. You got those wide splits lining out on an island, but get a little help in pass pro from the running back. It's all going to work their way. 4 for 4 for 30 yards. Here's Brooks now, and Brooks darts ahead to the 46-yard line. So the Washington State offense crosses midfield here on their first possession with the air raid offense of Mike Leach. Dangerous weapon you heard so much about a year ago and into the preseason is Marquise Wilson, All-American candidate at receiver, but so far has been Jeff Toole in the backfield finding their way. Here he is on 2nd and 7. Gets free somehow and slides for a gain of about 1.
One thing that's kind of impressive here about, now watch Toole. Toole does a nice job here in this pocket. Pulls it down and then has pretty good balance. But I'm impressed right now with the patience that you're seeing from Mike Leach, mixing the run pass. His run pass is pretty good right here, instead of just airing it out all the time.
Told everybody for weeks he felt his offense was ahead of schedule. 3rd and 5 now. It's a little loud here in Provo. Toole up in the air and almost intercepted that time as it was tipped up. But it falls incomplete as Hay couldn't come up with it. Manu Maliuna got his hands up, and Mike Hay took a stab at it.
Man, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got his offense still out there. Toole just looked like he got the call from the sideline, and they're lined up.
Welcome back to college football. Mike Leach, 4th and 5, going for it from the 44.
He just made Bronco Mendenhall needed timeout.
Timeout, BYU. We'll see if Leach goes for it when we return.
Why do I like this new Buick Verano? It lets me audible.
OnStar, how can I help you?
Orange Barrel, reroute.
Sending new route now.
Love that. Call Papa Bear. Hut hut.
Hey, Peyton, just fired up the grill.
Tune XM60 Outlaw. If you don't know the innovative new Verano, then you don't know Buick.
Celebrate Labor Day and get 2 years of premium services for around $199 per month on this innovative new Buick Verano. Consider it a new lease on luxury.
Let's see if we can get one past the defense.
Hut, go! Here it comes! Friendly numbers, boom! Get it, spin! Oh, nice, man!
Jeff. Oh, good job, man. Okay, half done. Now this is my favorite play. Oh, I'm wide open. Won't fumble. Don't fumble any of these.
Share what you love with who you love. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
It's up. And it's good.
Good. They're great.
Let me ask you something, Chief. Have you ever grilled before? Anything at all? Ever? You look befuddled. You want to flip that one, I'm telling you. You're going to burn it. They're gonna be like hockey pucks. I'm just saying. I used to be a grill master at a summer camp, and I would consider some sauces. Just saying. Ow! Hey, MJ, we should hang out.
Sure. New Hanes tagless underwear. Go tagless.
You got Prime Rib, but you don't have NFL Sunday Ticket from DirecTV.
Yeah, what's the deal, man? But I like this top or not.
I want to get the ticket, but I just can't swing it.
This year, I'm going to blow your mind with the deal you deserve. It's on. Only DirecTV gives you every game, every Sunday, for absolutely nothing extra.
Hard to beat that.
Thanks.
Come on, Pete.
Pretty tasty. Nothing like topping on and football together.
Now NFL Sunday Ticket is included at no extra charge. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
It's Monday night. Watching from our favorite chair. Enjoying a little pregame snack. No matter what our plans are, we all know one thing. It all comes down to Monday night.
College football in high definition is presented by Everio. Fourth down, and quarterback Jeff Toole is still in the game as Mike Leach giving a look of going for it here on 4th and 5. Ninth play of this drive. Open up the season for Washington State. Here's Toole. And that is complete to the freshman Gabe Marks. And Matt, this is the guy that Mike Leach has been raving about.
And with good reason, because Marks is pretty accomplished for just a freshman. He runs pretty darn good routes. They have great confidence in him. And they saw it right there on 4th down. No hesitation. Toole went right to it.
Needed 5 yards, got 7 from the freshman. He's been the talk of fall camp. Winston on the carry, drives the legs for a gain of about 1.5 yards that time. Romney Fuga with the tackle of Carl Winston.
One of the things that Mike Leach is going to be doing tonight is really learning about his team. He really doesn't know his team as well as he will after this first game.
Three receivers to the near side for Leach's offense on 2nd and 8. Cool. Plenty of time to pick his options. Now sprints to the near side and is able to get it complete to the 22-yard line to Marquise Wilson. 13-yard reception for Wilson. All he did a year ago was go for 1,388 yards on a 4-win team. Another first down for Washington State. Jeff Toole is 6 for 7. On the backfield now, they swing it to Brooks. And Brooks is taken down at the 18-yard line by Daniel Sorensen.
If you're watching at home, I want you to notice that this Mike Leach offense, it makes you defend from sideline to sideline. They love to play space, and they love to spread you out, and they make you and force you to have to rely on your athleticism.
Brooks comes into the backfield. As a timeout was called by Mike Leach. First timeout for Washington State. They are marching down the field here in Provo.
Applebee's 2 for $20, an appetizer and 2 entrees for $20. And it just got even better with all new Southwest flavors. But only the best dishes make the menu, and the competition is cutthroat. It's not just gourmet, it's warmay.
Never even heard of that.
They sharpen their knives and set their stoves to destroy.
We're good.
Well, I just thought maybe...
Just cooking.
Fair enough. The new Southwest Shrimp Fettuccine and Chipotle Cream Steak and Shrimp. Part of the famous 2 for $20 menu at Applebee's. See you tomorrow. And see you late night for half-price apps.
I may have retired from the game, but not from being big. Good thing one car gives me full-size luxury at 36 miles per gallon, which is nice because I've got shoes that are bigger than most hybrids. And more stylish, too. If you don't know the luxurious yet fuel-efficient LaCrosse, you don't know Buick.
Celebrate Labor Day and lease this EPA-estimated 36 highway MPG LaCrosse for around $279 per month. Consider it a new lease on luxury.
One is building legacies for multiple generations. Birth,
At U.S. Trust, our expertise extends well beyond investment advice and research analysis. It includes proprietary offerings like our Elder Care program, which helps provide for those who came before you, and our Financial Empowerment program, which helps prepare those who come next. Resources like these have made us the #1 trust company. That's why generations of families have come to us to help build their own legacies.
Audible, quick pass.
Hey, man, can I try your compound? Oh, clear and go, huh?
Yep.
Spike!
You little...
Madden NFL 13. Connect voice commands. Hey, college football fans, this is a reminder that Friday is College Colors Day. You can kick off the season right and show your team spirit by wearing your school's favorite colors this Friday on College Colors Day.
ESPN's College Football Primetime is served by Applebee's. Try the new Southwest Flavors 2 for $20 menu all season long. See you tomorrow. And in part by Buick. Experience your kind of convenience, peace of mind, entertainment, and luxury.
Hey, Millen, what about a little fly fishing yesterday in the Provo River? Recognized as one of the top 10 trout streams in the U.S. Beautiful area here. And this is a very good-looking drive by Washington State. 13th play of a 62-yard drive. Trying to set up the screen. Here's Leon Brooks. And Brooks is fouled up that time in quick order by Ziggy Ansah. And a flag is down at the 15-yard line.
A long time to develop that screen. And Ansah did a nice job of staying with his coverage and running through the blocks.
Well, Ansah is an absolute freak of an athlete. We'll get into that discussion throughout the night. Incredible size, versatility, quickness. Runs track, and he goes 6'6", 270.
Wow.
He's run a 21.9 200 meters with that size.
And on top of that, great discipline, stayed with his coverage the whole time, had to fight off a couple blockers.
On the offense, number 1, finish the decline, down to 30.
That's the wide receiver. Gino Simone called for the hold. Have a Pac-12 officiating crew here tonight. Greg Strickers is the referee. Replay officials, replay crew run by Big 12 with Terry Turlington upstairs.
Let's see if they can remain patient here on this 3rd and 11.
Line to make is the 12-yard line. Winston and Brooks in the backfield.
Timeout, BYU, timeout number 2.
BYU is already going to use their second timeout of the evening. We're going to take the break with them. That defense facing a 3rd and 11 when we return.
Head to ESPN.com/fantasyfootball to sign up your fantasy football league.
They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
In that battle, there's nothing like it. Throw to the end zone. Michigan touchdown! Still on his feet. He's headed for the end zone. I can't believe this.
Maybe, like a lot of people across America, you've been hit by credit card bills, a divorce, or you lost your job. Now the feeling of debt is overwhelming, but we believe everyone deserves a second chance. We're the providers of Care One Debt Relief Services, created by Bernie Dansell on this very idea of second chances after he overcame his own battle with debt. Call our certified personal finance counselors for your free customized plan and start to see your savings in minutes. It's not a loan. It's not bankruptcy. It's debt consolidation with a payment you can afford. We've helped over 5 million people.
And as the nation's largest brand of debt relief, we stand by our service with a 6-month money-back guarantee, so there's no risk to you. Care One helps good people get a second chance.